Kuma Najeriya kuke so a raba, to wai menene ma a Najeriya da ba za a raba ta ba cikin salin alin? Ku raba mana ita, ba a kashe kowa ba, kowa ya tafi. Inyamurai su tafi su yi kasar su, Yarbawa su tafi su yi kasar su, mu zo mu yi daula Usmaniyan mu. Dan Allah, dan Annabi yan arewa, ku je ku zaɓi manyan kudu, ku ce dan Allah a zo salin alin ana shan shayi a raba ƙasar. Mun gaji.
This is Ahmed Gidado calling for the division of Nigeria into 3 different countries. He's using a derogatory word, Iyamiri, to refer to the Igbo people. He's not the only one making such call.
Inyamurai a ba su yi Biafra, Yarbawa a ba su yi Oduduwa Republic, mu ko in Najeriya in su canza mata suna mukai. Shikenan maganin rabuwa.
Different messages coming from the north. They are making vile threats and boasting about their voting bloc. They said they are being marginalized by Tinubu government, while some sensible ones are calling for the FG to end the insecurity and hunger that is affecting the majority north. These ones who are tribal bigots are calling for the division of Nigeria. You and I know that the DSS will not pay these ones a visit or pick them up, just like they did against Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu. The North held sway to power for 8 years under Buhari, who messed up the economy, yet they are suffering the most hunger and insecurity. What's so special about holding power if it cannot translate to the well-being of the people and development of the region? Why the sudden call for the division of the country? They calling for the division of the country into 3 is laughable. For Nigeria to peacefully divide, it has to be into more than 3 countries. The Middle Belt, for instance, will never agree to be under the North. We all know the North has their eyes on the Middle Belt. The Middle Belt has suffered untold persecution simply by being linked with the core North. They face existential threat to their life, where their homes has been taken over by terrorists who has renamed their city. Even some regions like Southern Kaduna will not want to be part of the North. The likely reason why these Northerners are calling for the division of the country is simply because power has moved to the South. They no longer have sway to power, which they can't even utilize well for the benefit of everyone. Remember, Tinubu has moved some key departments like the Central Bank to Lagos. This move attracted a lot of anger in the North. The few what belongs to them is being taken away from them. Critically looking into the motive, you will see a selfish reasoning. They are not thinking about the collective well-being of the country, but their selfish means. These Northerners who even supported Tinubu did not do it for a collective interest. The Muslim ticket is a good example. In a multi-religious and culturally diverse nation like Nigeria, the thought of a Muslim ticket is nothing but a selfish thought. For everyone to be carried along, power must be balanced for equity, fairness, and justice. President Buhari, a Muslim who ruled for 8 years, handing over power to another Muslim is a selfish thought. But they supported this agenda and used this to lay claim to the fact that they can do anything and go away with it. El-Rufai did the same thing in Kaduna. Despite having a substantial Christians in Kaduna, he ran a Muslim ticket which saw the persecution of residents in Southern Kaduna, a Christian-dominated area in Kaduna. In other words, what they are saying is that if they can't have sway to power and control the narrative, they should divide the country. This is not the first time they are calling for the division of Nigeria. After the failed 1966 coup and the subsequent emergence of Aguiyi Ironsi, the Northerners started chanting ARABA, which means divide the country. They felt cheated to have an Igbo man as head of state. This led to the massacre of thousands of Igbos and subsequent killing of Aguiyi Ironsi. It's always about them and not about Nigeria.
62% of those votes came from the north, predominantly the northwest. So, needs to be careful. He is a politician and he is working like a one-term president. He's doing like he doesn't care. People that voted you in, predominantly, they are the ones you are sidelining. I honestly don't know why the Southeast is quiet, uncharacteristically quiet. But then the president needs to find out.
Dr. Usman Yusuf here said 3 things. First, about the Northern voting bloc. The last presidential election has shown that the story about the North deciding the presidency is nothing but a myth. Buhari has contested election many times, but his northern voting blocs could not give him the presidency until he aligned with the South. The last election showed that you can win the election without the North. The North, for your information, is divided into Northwest, Northeast, and North Central. While the Northwest and the Muslim Northeast tend to vote in one direction, the North Central always align with the South. Same way some parts of southern Kaduna, Nasarawa, Gombe, etc. That's why you saw Peter Obi pulling overwhelming vote in places like Benue, Nasarawa State, Plateau, Taraba, etc. Peter Obi even defeated Tinubu campaign DG and former governor of Taraba State, Simon Lalong, in his LGA. So this man still banking on the voting blocks from the North is delusion, because that has been defeated as Tinubu pulled his major vote from the Southwest. Another thing is mentioned is about the Southeast not complaining about the hardship. The majority of people complaining about hardship are the North and the Southwest. These people voted overwhelmingly for Tinubu. The Southeast did not support him because they know he is not capable of leading Nigeria out of the woods. Hence, they were prepared for the hardship, unlike those who voted Tinubu hoping for a miracle. It's not like the hardship is not being felt in the Southeast, but you and I know that the Igbos have always been tagged the bad boy region. Hence, there is need for them to be careful when involving in Nigerian policies for so many reasons. The 1967 coup was carried out by some army officers, which include a Yoruba man named Major Adewale Ademuyega, Captain G. Adeleke, Fola Ayemole. From this list, you can see only two Igbo men, Major Ifejuna, Kaduna Nzogu. Hold on, Kaduna Nzogu is from Delta State, but to date, that coup is being characterized as an Igbo coup, which led to a counter coup that killed many innocent Igbos. The NSAS protest that occurred in 2020 is also characterized an Igbo protest. The Igbos joining the protest that is ongoing in some part of the country will draw a negative label against them, of which they don't want to. And of course, they did not believe in the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, so they are not expecting anything, unlike the Southwest and the North. Dr. Usman Yusuf is far from reality. The 2024 election was not even based on votes. There was Brazilian rigging, which was justified by the judiciary. 2027 will not be anything less. As a matter of fact, they have started the groundwork ahead of 2027 by appointing party loyalists as INEC Reg. That's the reason you heard someone like Nyesom Wike bragging about 2027 general election in 2024.
And I can tell you, with the forces we have, I don't know of anybody who will challenge us. I don't know of anybody who will challenge us. And I tell you, it's like tomorrow is 2027. It's like tomorrow is 2027. So all these things will come and will just rest. For me, it's still very far. I can't wait.
Rather than bragging about voting bloc, they should educate their people to vote for a competent leader so we can build a Nigeria that will work for everyone. A working Nigeria is beneficial for all. In fact, a working Nigeria will be safer for all the elites. When the country is functioning well, the elites won't need to have so many security. They will enjoy their freedom the same way they do when they travel out of the country. No one would think of crime or to kidnap for ransom. The last election showed that the presidential election in Nigeria can be won without a block vote from the North. So it's high time the Northerners stop thinking that they control the voting bloc. They should rather understand that power has shifted from the North and is in the South. But be it the North or South, all we want is a better Nigeria. All we want is a functioning Nigeria, and that is what they should be clamoring for. They should be looking for a way that the North can be lifted out of the poverty, because statistics show that The highest number of poverty is resident in the north. Highest number of out of school children is resident in the north. Highest number of unemployment is resident in the north. Highest number of insecurity is resident in the north. So rather than thinking of controlling power for their own selfish means, they should look for a better way to ensure that every region in the country is functional. And the only way we can achieve that is for us to shun every form of bigotry, every form of tribalism, every form of religiousness, and vote for a competent leader that will lift Nigeria out of the woods. Thank you very much for listening. Do have a lovely day. Ensure you like, subscribe, and share this video.